Hi, I'm Joe Chilling, morning 7 to 9 a.m. on Buffalo's oldie station, The Big Weck. Joining us on The Big Weck's Buffalo on the Rise today is Quinn Tyler, the sales manager for Window Nation here in Buffalo. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, Joe. How are you?
Good. Glad to have you here. You know, summer's here, a lot of people thinking about windows. You know, and I think when COVID came around and people were in their house a lot, they noticed all the little imperfections in their house, right? You're sitting there all the time and you say, these windows look like beep, you know what I mean? So, you know, you have to do something with regard to that. But, you know, people are concerned, you know, if it's time, is it not time? Do I have to replace all the windows at once? Can I match the windows that were originally in my house? What do you say to these people?
I tell you, now is the best time. Every single day that passes, we just leave up inflation and the problem's getting worse with your current window system. But we've felt the heat these past couple of days come in, and therefore your systems are just working harder for you to feel comfortable in your home. And by no way you have to replace every single window in your home. You can do them in increments of 2. The lowest amount of windows we will take on as a project is 2. But no, I did my windows in stages, Joe. So no, by no means do you have to do a whole house at all.
And what about, when it starts to get cold or whatever the case may be, warm or cold outside, get air conditioning on, if you get condensation in your windows, and especially if they may be double paned or something like this, is it time,
Yeah, unfortunately, I'd call that time. There's so many old homes in this area, in Buffalo and Rochester and Western New York in general. Most of these windows are insufficient. They're the single pane, double pane windows that aren't really keeping the heat out, which is our goal. They're kind of allowing much more inside than we would like.
Plus, I mean, here in Western New York, we're known for our winters. I mean, that's the other thing. If I've been in places, some older homes, where you go in the winter, you don't want to say anything, but you can see the plastic wrap around the inside of the windows, like that, and you're kind of like, how long can you do that? You know what I mean?
That's up to you, I guess, as long as your pocket will allow, because if you're walking into a house like that, it's only a matter of time, and the temperature being low, you're going to see your breath even. You're basically standing outside. So if you want to get an energy efficient house, which is most people's biggest investment, the time's now. Your energy bills are just rising year after year. It's becoming unaffordable to a certain extent.
What makes Window Nation different from the other window companies?
I can tell you that the master of one element's really gone out the window with a lot of our competition. We are a master of one, windows and doors. We've been doing it for 20 years. We've been in 100,000 homes, touched 100,000 homes total. And if we didn't know what we were doing at the beginning, we now do after that sample size. And it's just refreshing to know that not only are we only dealing with master of ones and not a jack of all trades? You never want the driveway guy to all of a sudden jump up into your windows. To separate those trades is great. And the guarantees that Window Nation offers on paper, the warranty is just, in my 12 years, I've never seen a warranty quite like it. So it's those guarantees on paper for product and labor.
I can remember, living in an old house where you go to open a window, whether it be to put an air conditioner in or whatever, and you have to put a little block or something in the window because it's not going to hold up anymore, right? And those things happen quite frequently. One of the first things, I don't know if it's one of the first things to go, but how long does the average window last?
If you ask Google today, it would tell you 7 to 12 years in upstate New York. And that's just because we get a true 4 seasons. If your windows are constantly expanding and contracting, I call it the iceberg effect. We can see about 30% of the issues at hand, but what's really going on is inside that window cavity, and we can't always see that.
What kind of inspections, installers do you have at Window Nation?
Well, we have exterior design consultants. They're the ones that will be coming into your home and giving you a consultation on the window industry. We offer free estimates through them. They're experts at their craft. They're not only going to tell you about Window Nation, but the window world as a whole and what they would do if they were in your situation. But ultimately, this project's up to you. Our installation is the best part. We can install a medium grade window insanely well, and that can last a lifetime. But a very, very good window installed the wrong way gets no one anywhere. So our guys on average are 16 years in the industry, and every single crew shows up with a foreman that has been with us for several years and led crews in the past. The average years for them is around 16 as well. So not only people that are focusing on one craft as masters of one, but just people that really enjoy what they do. In Western New York, we kind of feel like a local feel in the Buffalo office. You're backed by a major, large company with the top tier product, top tier service, but it's more of a local warranty and communication feel. We want to make sure that you, the homeowner, can stay in touch and know details about the project all the way through, from measure to installation.
You know, I can see individuals looking at their home, an older house, and all around the windows, the paint's chipping. They're thinking about, I'm going to scrape this, I'm going to have it painted. But vinyl is really the way to go. I mean, people just don't do the wood around the windows anymore, right?
I'm a big fan of not having to do maintenance on something that I just paid a hefty amount for. Windows are an expense it's not cheap. It's the biggest investment people make in their home at times. But the return on investment's there. So as long as we can guarantee the material is going to last forever and you never have to go out there and do any work yourself, it will be the last penny you ever spend on windows as long as the guarantee is there on paper like it is with Window Nation.
In our last minute or so, any kind of special offers going on?
There's a few. We're actually running our best offer yet right now, which is buy 2 windows, get 2 free, or 50% off all window styles. We offer so many different window styles and options that if you wanted to keep the aesthetic look of your older home, I know there's a ton of older homes in this area, you can do that, or if you want to change the look completely, you can do that as well. All of these payment options are paired with financing plans. Some are 1 year, no interest, all the way up to 60 months or 5 years, no interest. But for those people that understand they want to get this project done or need to get it done, we offer many fixed rate plans with low monthly payments as well.
Great, Quinn, thank you. We really appreciate that. For more information and answers to your questions, contact Window Nation by calling 866-90-NATION or go to windownation.com. Sponsorship and promotional considerations for the preceding segment was provided by Window Nation, and you can join me weekday morning 7 to 9 a.m. on The Big Weck.